Sarah and this is week 12. Monday I had classes, but after the classes I went to Universal City Walk with the Outfield, which is so exciting because the Outfield, if you don't know, is a new movie that came out through Full Screen, and it stars Cameron Dallas, Nash Greer, Joey Bragg, and Caroline Sunshine. And yes, I met all of them, and it was so much fun. We were interviewing just everyone who was showing up on the carpet, so you can check out those interviews on Ava's channel, of course. And it was just so cool. It was really, speaking of cool, it was cold. It was a little cold and windy, but it was really fun. It's outside the movie theater at City Walk, and I love being at that location anyway, so it was really, really fun. And I got to meet people, and it was just a really cool experience. Afterwards, we didn't see the movie because we had to head back, but before we went to Crave, which I haven't been to Crave before, and for those of you who don't know what it is this really, really cute, adorable, and really delicious open 24-hour cafe here in LA, and it was really close, so we went there. It was really delicious, and the menu was so versatile. It's just like this cute little cafe, but it had literally everything you could want, which was really cool. They had breakfast, they had Mexican food, they had it all, and apparently it's also their go-to place where a lot of celebrities are spotted, as well as YouTubers. The manager was actually saying how after a certain hour there's always a bunch of YouTubers who show up, so it was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun, but then we decided, alright, still need to work on stuff to badge, so we headed on back to campus, and that was my fun and exciting Monday night. Tuesday morning I had my radio show. It was a lot of fun and just played just normal music that week because it was not a themed week. And after radio I came back and took a nap because that's what you do after radio, because radio is like 8 until 10, and 8 is pretty early when I'm getting up at 7, so I have some time to get ready and breakfast and all of that. So I ended up coming back and I took a nap for a while because, you know, that's what you do when you're a college student. You nap when you can, so sleep. I had work from 1 until 3 with the sound department, and there wasn't really much going on around those hours, so I got a lot of things done that I needed to work on, which is a really good thing because it's staying close to finals week and everything, and even though I don't have a lot of finals, I have a lot of final essays that I need to work on, so having that time was a really good thing. I got a lot done. So later on I had dinner, and I had a Southwest salad wrap, and it was good. It was really good. And yeah, it's like you'd have your salad, but they'll put it in a wrap for you, so I did that and it was yummy. And after that I kind of just did some more editing, some homework. I feel like I say that every week. It's what I do. Oh, okay, because Tuesday I was really tired. It had been a long day. I was trying to stay up to go do things, but yeah, it got crazy. So you figure out, I recently found out that the chairs in the room actually detach, and it turns into like, it's a wheelie chair, but the first part comes off and becomes a rocking chair, and the bottom part is a wheelie stool, and it's so cool. So I literally took it apart. I used the stool as a little desk for my laptop when I was working on the researching things that I had to research, and I was listening on Spotify to the Princess Diaries 2 soundtrack because I was in the mood for quite the throwback, and that was fun. And yeah, I kind of did that. After a while I was like, that's what I did, and it was really good, and I was just so tired, so that's kind of what I ended up doing for the rest of the night, and I got to sleep pretty early, so I wasn't able to make it to improv or swing dancing that night, but I got a lot of good things done, and I was also able to catch up on sleep. On Wednesday I had work again and more classes, and also for the production class, because production class is on Wednesday, I was also in charge of the slate, so I gotta do clapboard, and I didn't actually clap it, but I did write down like what scene and take and all that. I was able to update for each shot and just kind of go and say that beforehand, so it was fun. And yeah, so even though I was doing slate, I was called the first AC, so that is what the first AC does apparently, and it was fun. On Thursday I also had work. I was scheduled a lot that week just because prior weeks I wasn't scheduled that much, and for the times that I had to tell in advance that I wouldn't be able to make those times. So like this was the week that I kind of just got all that caught up and once again though, like if there are sometimes that there is a lot of orders to be taken care of, other times that there weren't, and if there wasn't, I had enough time to go and work on other things I needed to work on, so it was all good. And later in the night I was pretty tired, I kind of wanted to sleep, but with Roar Studios they're having the Breakfast Club night where they were showing the movie, and I had not actually seen the full movie of Breakfast Club prior to that night, so I was like, you know what, this is a great opportunity to go A, do something social, and B, be able to watch this movie. So I went, and it was such a good movie, and I love 80s movies, so I'm not sure exactly why I haven't actually gotten around to that one, but it was really good and definitely a classic, so now on the list of 80s movies I highly recommend. But it was really fun, and I was happy I went. And in the theme of Breakfast Club, they were also giving out pizza and different little boxed cereals, which was really fun. Friday I had classes. For my TV class we watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, an episode of that, as well as Xena the Warrior Princess, an episode of that as well. So it was interesting, and we kind of talked about how it's like defined standards. It's a very interesting class. I'm really glad that I took it this semester, and I definitely look forward to that. And I'm really sad because it's coming close to the end of the semester. I looked on the syllabus recently, and I realized that it's almost to the end, and I'm so sad. But anyway, it's been a really great class. So I handed in my final philosophy essay, and I'm so happy. So happy. Like, I had to write 2 for that class, but they were very lengthy and long and really detail oriented, so even though I don't know how I did on that, I felt a lot better on the second one than I did on the first one. I felt like I understood what I was actually writing more, so overall it was just like that wonderful feeling of I am done, and I was happy. Later on that night I went cycling after class for a while because it was fun, but I didn't go as long as I did the week before when I was seriously hurt. So luckily I did not get hurt from this experience, but it was just fun little stress reliever. I find that like I don't really get stressed, but if I am stressed I get like crazy hungry, or I don't want to eat, or I just get ridiculously tired, or I lose motivation to do anything. It's really bad. So I don't know, I found that like just going and cycling for a while definitely took away some of those problems and kind of just gave me time to just relax, realize I have things under control, and listen to music. So I went and did that, and it was fun. And I came back and I filmed some things, I uploaded some more things as well, and it was all good. It was a very productive night. I did some homework, I was going to watch a movie, but I was so busy editing that I decided I was just going to edit for the rest of the night and watch the movie the next day because it was the weekend, and that's how I decided to spend my Friday night, was inside editing. On Saturday, I went to community table for breakfast. I picked up a few extra bagels just to keep on hand, which I remember I still have in there anyway. And I also, after that, I called home for a little bit, which was fun because it was just, it was great. I always love calling home, you know, so I enjoyed doing that for a while. And then I was going to meet up with Ava because we were going to go to another cool event, which was the SoGal Youtuber Fest in Santa Monica, and it was so cool and so much fun. And you probably heard a little bit about this if you watch my most recent other video that I've posted, which would be about the cooking in a dorm room, which basically explains this day because it was, anyway, going back to the fest part, it was just like a great moment where everyone got to learn more about, from other YouTubers, how to expand their channel and do better and good things like that. So it was fun to go to that, but it was also cool to go to help film the interviews because we got to hang out with a whole bunch of YouTubers and finders throughout the day. And you know, I got to see another side of that because, you know, you watch YouTube and you see them on the screen, you see what they're doing, but being able to meet these people in real life and seeing like how it affects their life and what they're doing, and like all of the behind the scenes look at how they put together what they do. It's more of a business than it is just I'm randomly making videos, like after a certain point. So it was very interesting to see that firsthand. We got a whole bunch of great interviews, which you could go and check those out as well. And yeah, it was so fun and so cool. And then afterwards we came back to campus. We came back, that is when I was going to go have food, but I realized that the place where I was going to go get food was pretty much closed around that time. So I don't know if it was like a weird in-between time for a community table or something. I don't really know. But that's when I came back and decided I'm going to attempt cooking this meal that I got, and it was so good, and I do plan on making it again sometime. So you can see what the rest of that night consisted of, but yeah, it was just, I had it, it was so delicious, and then afterwards I just did the editing for that video. I posted it pretty instantly, and yeah, I ended up again trying to watch the movie but realizing I was far too tired, so I saved it for the day after, and that was my night. Sunday comes around and I slept in, which was wonderful because after like all of this chaotic, busy, amazing week, sleep was a good thing. So I slept in, I went to community table, and I had brunch because I love brunch on Sunday. Sunday brunch is life, okay? Like, you get sleep in, but you still get breakfast food. It is a good thing. So that's how I see that. And then I came back, I finally watched the movie I had to watch. It was East of Eden, 1955, I believe. I don't know. I had to write an essay about it and compare it and contrast with another movie, which is Argus Osage County, which was on Netflix, so I was able to watch that, and I could not watch this one on Netflix. I had to get it from the library. So anyway, I got it, I watched it, it was very entertaining, and that was fun, and I didn't want it to end, the movie, I enjoyed watching the movie, but then I was like, I want to watch another movie, because that's what happens when you're on Netflix. Or you're just watching movies in general and you're cozy and you don't want to do anything else. So I ended up watching The Emperor's New Groove, which I haven't seen in a really long time, so I thought it would just be kind of fun. And it is such a good movie. Like, if you just go back and watch movies that you remember kind of liking, but you don't really remember the specifics anymore, I recommend it because that was so funny and it was so much funnier than I thought it was. So anyway, you should go and sometime when you get the chance. It is so great to watch a movie and just relive it, but see it in a whole new perspective, see it being older. I don't know, just it was a good moment. So I did that, and then yeah, for the rest of the day I kind of just worked on more homework. I did not do any more editing, if that's what you're thinking, but I did relax. I did have just a nice relaxing, getting things done, but not feeling super pressured to finalize anything, and it was a productive but relaxing day. Later that night, I watched the all-new episode of Once Upon a Time, which was 2 hours long, might I add, and so good. So good. If you saw it, you know. Like the first hour, at the end, I'm not going to spoil anything, even though it easily could, but it just ended so, oh my gosh, there's just so much going on, and it's so exciting, and I am really excited because it won't come back until the 29th, but when it does, I want to know what happens next. So yeah, that was my week. Thank you for joining me for week 12. Of course, check out all the other cool videos on my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe. And of course, stay updated because I'll be posting all new content here for you quite regularly. Bye!